Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to War Weekly, your number one spot obviously not for all war guides, battles and just helps, tips and probably some funny moments. This is volume 2. If you haven't seen volume 1, go check it out. These will be in a War Weekly playlist for easy access. Also, if you have any questions about for me or anything like that, join Live Pools Academy down below. There will be the link in the description so you can join that. Also, if you like the video, hit the like button. If you do not like the video, hit that dislike button. Also, comment with any questions or anything like that. Hit that subscribe button. I mean, seriously, what is the worst that could happen? Okay, now we know that. Today we have Supernatural versus a hybrid shield team. This is Crystal, Yo-Yo, Black Bolt, Agent Coulson and Nick Fury. So all these, if you want to skip to a certain battle, timestamps are going to also be in the description, so check those out, or just skip straight to, so you don't have to hear me nattering on to the battle you want to see, and you will find me explaining it as best I can. Now the next one up will be Symbiotes versus She-Hulk with Fantastic Four, of course. So this one I was quite surprised about, but it's all about timing. So that one can be done. And then we're doing another Symbiotes into Black Order. That was in volume 1, but that was a big punch down. This is almost a punch across. So it just shows they can still do it, even almost at the same level, which I think is awesome. So I know in the first one I said these aren't going to be weekly, but looking at it, I might be able to start doing them weekly. Do not hold me to that though. And I'm sorry about how long this intro is, but like the big green man says,
these are confusing times.
So Mondays are probably going to be the ones you get in these, but then for me nattering on now, I've probably gone on long enough and you've already clicked off the video. But let's do this intro and let's get straight into these battles. So welcome back. We're not going to mess around here. We're going straight into that Supernatural versus the Shield hybrid team. So as you can see here, we've got a pretty weak Coulson, but fairly average Nick Fury, especially towards my power level. Big Black Bolt, Yo-Yo and Crystal. This is a small punch up, less about 9k, something like that. Not something like that, pretty much that. But as you can see, that is that. I'm not sure what Sam's going to be doing, so let's do that. Obviously professional as always. So let's just get straight into the battle here. And yeah, this is my first time trying this, so I was a bit nervous about doing it. So as you can see there, Coulson goes first. It is probably wise to have obviously your Ghost Rider up high so he can take the brunt of that, because let's be honest, Ghost Rider is a bit tanky and you can do it. This is also going into Disrupt, so I mean it doesn't really affect it too much, Disrupt, because Silver Surfer still gets his Silver Surfer? Doctor Strange still gets his thing. So, if you want to know the trick is for this matchup, which by the way, I will say, if you don't want to hear me yabbering on, just hit the mute button and yabbering in your ear. But the trick is, keep shield security alive. So when he does a summon, he will summon usually 2 to 3. Minimum 2, I'm pretty sure, unless you're going against a real weak one. One of them usually is shield security, sometimes you get 2. Keep one of them alive, and that way you will not have to worry about Yo-Yo's offense downs. This is the trick, because while there is another protector on the field, which shield security is classed at, even as a summon, it means Yo-Yo is got enough protection on the field, so her passive does not kick in, does not give offense downs. So here I just start targeting across on the other side of the field. I don't mind Coulson dodging that because obviously Elsa will retaliate. So here I try and get the stun straight. I'm not too worried about healing on this team at the moment, but I'm trying to get that stun on Black Bolt. Obviously, as you can see there, he resisted and everybody else resisted as well. So I then try and get the flip on Black Bolt, but he also resisted a lot of that. But we do get those defense downs, the offense down on Coulson, which is very helpful. You have got to be careful of that crystal passive and how far you take it down. There though, you see obviously Coulson, Ghost Rider going down. As long as it's not Doctor Strange, you're usually good to go. unfortunately, if Black Bolt does concentrate on Doctor Strange, you can be in trouble there. So again, because Ghost Rider's down, I get another Memorize, and I get the stun finally on Black Bolt, as well as getting the blind on Coulson, which is very lucky. But with the offense down, it wouldn't have been too bad. Obviously, they get lots of buffs now, but because Ghost Rider was the one who went down, I'm pretty sure I get another flip. So what I do here, because of the dodges, I think I do actually go for the revive. Or do I? Yeah, I block, because you may as well. Yo-Yo is almost down. There was a lot of dodges there, but that's fine because Elsa will retaliate. So it is good to have Elsa here. I try and get, obviously, offense down now and defense down on Black Bolt, which I do. So it's looking really good here. As long as I get this Black Bolt down, I was wanting to get him down, I think, before his ultimate, which he does get his ultimate off. So this can be quite worrying when you see Black Bolt stand up, jump up like that in the air. You start hurting yourself, don't you? But luckily with that offense down, he doesn't even take anyone into red, so everyone is safe. I then carry on working on Black Bolt because I don't want him around for when people go into the red like Scarlet Witch there and Mordor. But another offense up thing, he does have a death proof, so that doesn't go through, but Black Bolt is finally down. So I'm pretty sure I just get now try and get Nick Fury down now. There he goes, defense down, he kills one. So now it is just clean up. It is close as you can see, but this was a punch up. It was a small punch up, but it's still a punch up into a pretty good team. Both of them are pretty good teams. Combine them, they're a pretty good team. So that is that done now. Hopefully that helps you guys, and we will move on to volume 2. So volume 2 to the Spider-Man's vs She-Hulk. So with this one, it is all about timing. This is a small punch down into security, mind you. So we do have defense downs, and they do have deflects up. So it is a bit here there. I wasn't too sure on this one because I know it can be tricky, this team, and most people just use their own Fantastic Four with Namor. But small punch down, big team. So let's see how they do. My thoughts was here, by the way. Grab yourself a coffee, pause this video, grab yourself a coffee or a cup of tea, and then we can march on together with this. March on, whatever that means. Anyway, so the trick is here is with She-Hulk, she will of course throw back all negative effects from everyone onto, I'm pretty sure, the one with the highest damage every pretty much 5 turns, because you're always going to be hitting unless you do some sort of special which doesn't hit the opponents, which none of these toons have. Every single one of them will always hit one target, so every 5 turns you are guaranteed to get any negative effects that you have got on the enemy back on you. And with Symbiote Spider-Man being my strongest, which most people's will probably be Symbiote Spider-Man, they're all going back onto him, which can be quite good because there's a lot of RNG involved with his dodging, but he can dodge them. So first person you want to start taking down is Mr. Fantastic. You do not want to be messing around with all the assists that he gives the enemy team. A lot of people don't think he is a primary target and try and go for Invisible Woman or even She-Hulk straight away, but with those assists it can be absolutely lethal. So I try and take him down straight away. So I don't want to put an offense down on, obviously, Human Torch, because he will flip it to an offense up, which he's already got. That's what he does every turn. But I didn't want to, like, only hit. I didn't want it to get Mr. Fantastic. It was tricky. So I just thought, if I have to go left and that happens, that's fine. But luckily, I do go right with Scream and get a few offense downs on, obviously, Invisible Woman and the Thing. So now I go straight in with this. Again, keep tracking of turns, because obviously here now is on Doctor on Venom's turn is going to be the turn that She-Hulk throws everything back. But luckily Mr. Fantastic goes, so there isn't that many debuffs now, so that's why I only do the special, these basic there. If I would have done the special and ability block or the ultimate and spread those negative effects, every single one of them then would have been chucked back by She-Hulk right now into Symbiote Spider-Man. So luckily, you just got to time that right. Unfortunately, I do get a stun thrown into me. I'm pretty sure that's what She-Hulk did on her turn. And down goes Carnage. That was quite worrying when I saw that. But we do pull this through. I wouldn't do this if it was a total disaster. I'd just let you know, don't do it. So we do these slows to try and make sure Invisible Woman doesn't go and clear negative effects, and also put some immunities and stuff like that. We get Carnage back, luckily. Now we try and spread a little. It is just about getting, obviously, fantastic, this fantastic Mr. Fantastic down. I do the bleeds there, extend them just for a bit more damage, and so I did the bleeds instead of the defense down. Again, you gotta keep in your head, count the turns, you can see your charges when you know it's coming. Try and stop doing like your big things. Bleeds and stuff are fine, but obviously I didn't want those defense downs coming back at me, and I didn't get any, luckily. So now I start working on She-Hulk. She needs to go down. I am worried about that offensed up fantastic I can't even talk today. The Human Torch, that's the bugger. The Human Torch, I am worried about that a little bit, but I try and work out when it's Invisible Woman will go here, and I'm hoping that She-Hulk will throw back after Invisible Woman, which I think I worked out pretty well if I remember correctly. Yep, so that wastes a turn on her, plus you don't get the ability block from back now. Fortunately, we are now going to get those bleeds and defense downs. This is just the way of the game. So this isn't obviously the pet. You want to really use a team. So there goes Human Torch, like I said. But I now get the stun on She-Hulk, which... Oh no, I don't get the stun, sorry. The stun there, if that would have landed, would have made this match so much faster and simpler and easier. It would have been great. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. But now I am looking pretty good. This is what I loved about this turn as well. Load up She-Hulk, and then just before she's going to throw him back, use that Carnage special, because he will clear off all the negative effects, and then She-Hulk doesn't have any to throw back, and she's dead anyway. But that is a real good tactic as well. Carnage special really coming in handy in this match for that. Obviously, if it plays a little differently, you've got things like that. Now I can start really going into them, even though the thing has the immunity, we flipped it into an disrupt, and now it is clean up. They're not really gonna now have the damage. I just do that for reasons. There is no ifs. You could have done either there, but I thought I'd get a bleed on Invisible Woman. I now try and load up the thing as much as possible, and I'm pretty sure I've still got the spread, and there it is. So looking at this now, you know it's going to be GG, and I'm going to even be able to revive Scream in a minute as well. So that's how you do it. You take down Mr. Fantastic, get those assists gone, then you concentrate out She-Hulk, always trying to remember every 5th turn she throws negative effects back to try and have a minimum left on the targets that you're doing, as well as use that Carnage special for your great advantage. But as you can see here, we're now doing cleanup. We do get one symbiote back Scream, but we are down a Venom. But I mean, we've got stun now. It's just, this is GG. So that's how you do that. On to the next and final one, if I can find it. It is the Symbiotes versus Black Bolt. I tell you what, how many times did I get names wrong today? Tell me that in the comments.
No.
But no, anyway, so this is an alarm going off. Sorry, that's my Blitz alarm going off there. No, so this is Symbiotes versus Black Order. This is a small punch down, about 15k, maybe 16, here or there. But no, so I've showed this in the last one. This is also with deflex and defense up on everyone, not just obviously Coulson and Thanos at the start. So let's see how we do here. I already know, spoiler alert, I'm the one who played it. But we will just go over this again. If you want to watch the bigger punch down one for any more help, or to see another battle, so it's not just the one you've watched, and see how they can go differently, check that out in volume 1. But let's get play here. So in volume 1, Carnage did get an offense down, so I started with his basic. In this one, he doesn't get an offense down, so because he's not offense down, I go for those bleeds. I don't ever like doing Carnage's bleeds while he's offense down, because there are a lot of them. He has high damage, and the 2 turns, so I like having those bleeds on there for that reason only, with a normal attack, not defense, because offense down does lower the damage bleeds does, believe it or not. So if you've not watched the first one as well, like I say, the trick is on this one is to make sure you get one character on Black Order down into red before Ebony Maw's ultimate. So Ebony Maw's second turn now is obviously coming up, where he would do his ultimate where it slows everyone. Having those slows can absolutely devastate you in this kind of match. You can still win it, but it is a lot harder. So it's better to have those immunities. By that I mean have anti-venom do his second turn before Ebony Maw. To do that, you need one of these tunes in the black. So as long as Cole gets in that black, because that's the one who you should be concentrating on, you should be fine. You get all the immunities up. Ebony Maw does his ultimate. Yes, you still lose health, 15%. If it's maxed out, which it will be, I assume it might not be, but I'm assuming it is. You lose 15% health on all tunes, but you do not get any slows because of immunities. So here you might want to think of spreading these bleeds and offense down, defense down, but Cole's about to go and taunt. So instead I go for the ability block, which I think is the much smarter move, and because ability block on Venom even adds more bleeds, you had the normal bleeds from Carnage and the normal bleeds from Venom, you're looking pretty strong here. So you've got one into the black there, you're good to go. You get the stun. That stun can be quite tricky as well, because if Proxima does an anti-venom, you can be in trouble. Like I said, you then don't get the immunities, but she's got 5 targets, RNG involved, 1 out of 5 she's going to do it matchups, which then that's going to be a matchup that you struggle, but you will still win. So disrupts here, I kind of go back and forth. I want to get that Ebony slowed a bit more, so I think I do go for the, no I don't. No, I think I just go for the main damage on Cole, because I just want to bring him down, which maybe it's because the slow won't go on to Ebony. I thought best just to put it onto Corvus Clave, so that way I can get him down into the red a bit faster. It's all about doing that. Now I spread those last final bleeds onto everybody around there. Also heal blocks nice to have, as well as the whatever else it's spread basically. Professional, I know I should really rehearse these. I've got my recordings, but hey, it's part of the charm of this YouTube channel, eh? Professionalism at its best, as well as English by the sounds of it. So this is now kind of almost clear up. Anti-venom does go down here. I do, to put it in crude terms, do pop some toast out of the toaster right at this second. I'm a bit, touching cloth at this moment, because I'm like, okay, this isn't looking good, but don't you worry, it is a punch across. You can even punch down into Black Order, but again, it can be iffy. Look at this now, I've only got 3 tunes left, they've still got 5, I'm feeling a bit like, oh, may as well just stop the video here and stop recording. Not gone well, but it's okay. Look at 2 of their tunes, they're both almost in that red. There goes one in the red, there goes Cole. We get the speed, we've got the stun now straight away. Everything is actually now looking peachy. In literally 1-2 moves, you are now sorted, because let's be honest, Thanos isn't going again, and he's your biggest threat. They've burst through all the big moves. It is GG here. Carnage goes down a little bit more, but with the speed they're going to be getting, you get the ability block on Ebony. I'm not sure if he was going to do his special then, but may as well be safe than sorry. And we're all back up on we've already gone round enough to get all our big moves up, like Carnages and stuff like that. So that's it. That's how you do that one. It is, like I said, close. It's not the perfect matchup, but I've done it twice. I do it every war almost now. So if you want to see one of these matchups again, I will post one on the next War Weekly, so you can keep seeing how it can be a bit affected by the positionings, the RNG, and all that shebang. But I'm going to leave you now, because this video has probably gone on long enough. I really hope you enjoyed these. They're going to keep coming out because I like doing them. They're fun to do, and I like helping all you guys and gals out. But that's enough for appearing on from me, if that's even a word. Stay safe out there. Above all, you stay classy, YouTube.